Hello, hello, sweet honeybees. Welcome back to the Electric Honey Pot, where energy is the nectar of life. My name is Autumn, and I am extremely grateful that you are here today and giving my channel a chance. I hope you've had an absolutely wonderful day today, or that you have a wonderful day if your day is just getting started. And if you haven't had that great of a day, I hope you get some good self-care and rest in, have the sweetest of dreams tonight. That way you can begin tomorrow as a brand new good day. Please bear with me as I am kind of getting over a little bit of sickness from attending a music festival. I'm still not feeling tip-top shape, but I knew I wanted to come on here and pull a couple of cards and talk a little bit about some dreams I had last night that I feel like is relevant to some collective energy that is going on. It's definitely relevant to my life, but I think it could help some other people as well. Last night, I dreamed about this blue planet with rings around it, and there were these little balls on the rings, and the rings started to spin, and as the rings spun, the balls started rolling along the rings. It made me think of the planet Saturn, which is a planet that is all about structure and karmic lessons, karmic justice. It can be kind of a difficult planet as it sometimes teaches us some very harsh lessons. But it just kind of got me thinking about how it's a message about how structuring your life and learning lessons can bring in divine justice and get the ball rolling on divine justice. Then in my dream, I was inside of a watch shop with one of my friends, and my friend was showing me this really cool new watch that he just got, and I was extremely excited and happy for him, but I wanted one too, and I wanted one exactly like his, even though I had my own already on its way to me in the mail, but I was feeling impatient. I wanted one like his. I didn't end up getting the watch. It wasn't meant for me. And I feel like this is a message about having patience in the timing of our own individual paths. You know, we are not all meant to walk the exact same paths, and our destinies do not all align at the exact same time. Our karma and dharma does not come in at the exact same time. We have this tendency as human beings to compare ourselves and our self-worth and our success to the world around us, what other people are doing and achieving in their lives. But we're not meant to be doing that, because it's all different for each of us, and success looks different for each of us. And it all comes in different times for each of us as we learn our lessons and we do structure our lives into a place of alignment. It all comes in divine timing. And I feel like this was a strong message about trusting the process, you know, aligning your life and having that structure to get the ball moving, but not giving up, trusting that it's all going to happen when it's meant to happen. Then I had this interesting symbol come up in my dream, which I usually do not have symbols in my dreams, so that was very unusual for me. They come through every now and then, but it's not something common, and usually it's something that I've seen before or something that's vaguely familiar that I can easily research. Not this time. I had this symbol come through. It looks kind of like an axe to me, which axes can represent strength, protection, judgment, karmic judgment, power. It's this divine weapon of wisdom that is used to cut through negativity and ignorance. And perhaps all of this is a message about recognizing personal power to wield that axe and dish out our own divine judgment by structuring our lives into a place of alignment and trusting the process that it's all working out the way that it's meant to work out. The card of the day that I pulled today was also very relevant to all of this. It is the Six of Wands, which in most decks is a card of victory. In this deck, it is a card of forgiveness, which, if you ask me, forgiveness is an extremely powerful form of victory because it shows that all of the strife and pain, the betrayal that you may have gone through in life, no longer has its chains wrapped around you. Because forgiveness is this heart-based act and it's not fear-based. And it shows that you're standing in your power when you do find the ability to forgive in your heart for all of the difficult things that you have been through in life. You know, we go through these things not to punish us or to keep us small or beaten down, but we go through these things to develop strength. We go through these things so we can get our battle axe. We go through these things so we can align and become the person that we are meant to become through learning these karmic lessons. And forgiveness is honestly one of the hardest lessons we will ever learn as human beings, but it is also one of the most valuable lessons to learn because it completely frees you from the burden of resentment and holding grudges. I would like to pull a couple of runes and see what comes out, if we have any other symbols. Right off the bat, we have the yew tree coming out. Bridging earthly with the spiritual, protection and endurance. That goes back to trusting in the process and the divine timing of everything. And then we have Sky God also falling out as I am talking here. Courage, leadership, sacrifice, justice. All of these difficult things that we've gone through in our lives are meant to shape our destinies. But in order to have the destiny that we dream of, we have to take back our power from the experiences that we've had. That card of forgiveness, finding structure in our lives, trusting the process, realizing that life isn't happening to us, it's happening for us. Let's see if one more comes out. If it doesn't this time, good. Okay. Since planets have been pretty relevant recently, I figured I would pull from my Star Codes deck as well. Rebirth, Pluto, the planet of death. You know, this is your opportunity to be reborn, to restructure your life and embrace a new beginning, no longer living by the programming that has been put into you. Seeing the things that you have gone through from a higher perspective. I just posted a video too about allowing yourself to die. And here's the Pluto card coming out. I also see that it's a 9, which is the humanitarian number. Opening up your heart space, that forgiveness. South Node, the past, and transits, climate. With this rebirth card, no longer allowing the past to control you. Recognizing that you can move into a rebirth or you can stay within the past. But it all depends on your perspective and how you structure your beliefs about what you've gone through and your beliefs about what you're capable of. how you wield that axe of wisdom. It's an invitation to change on the bottom. I love that. There's a lot of energy in the collective right now fighting change. Change is a very difficult process, but it is something that is necessary. I also talked about this in my last video as well, about change is the only constant in life. And when it comes to all of these difficult experiences that we've had in our life, when we hold on to that old version of ourselves and we have this resentment for the experiences that we've gone through because it took us away from that version of ourselves that we may have loved, we miss these opportunities to be reborn into someone new, someone more powerful. We stay caught up in these karmic loops rather than moving into our dharma and receiving the divine justice that we are worthy of receiving. The universe is always rooting for us. It's not here to punish us, but it has this really crazy way of building us into who we're meant to become. And when it comes to our destiny, you become what you choose to become. You become what you work towards. You become the person that you believe you are through your actions and alignment. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. Recognize that you are a multifaceted being comprised of both dark and light, and that old versions of yourself are still a part of you and you can still call upon them, but also recognize that you are not meant to be that person forever. You're supposed to rise above all of these experiences that you have been facing. The phoenix burns to ash so that it may rise again from the pile of ashes, and it's even more powerful and more beautiful than it was to begin with. And that's you. Learn to express yourself, express how you feel, express how you think, be your most authentic self. Stop playing small the way that your programming has taught you. Allow yourself to be reborn. Recognize that you are a gift, that your life is a gift. Everything that you have experienced, both good and bad, is all a gift, teaching you and building you, molding you into the person that you are today. And your story is so powerful, and your story has the ability to inspire and change others. But first, you have to change yourself. You have to learn how to inspire yourself and believe in yourself. And you can choose to be a perfectionist and make up all different kinds of excuses as to why you can't do this, can't do that yet. I'll be honest, I do that too. I have tried to record this video multiple times now, and I keep restarting it because I just get in my head and I overthink about every single little thing that I'm doing. But if you hold on to that perfectionism and don't allow yourself to be a beginner at anything in order to chase your dreams, then you will never achieve your dreams. None of us start out as a master at anything. We learn by doing. We become by doing. And everything that you have gone through has just been these little stepping stones to teach you how to become the person that you are meant to become. But it all starts with you and your own personal belief in yourself. You have to learn how to structure your life. to get that ball rolling. And then once you get that ball rolling, it's all about trusting in the divine timing, because if you stick to it, if you persevere, divine justice is coming for you. It is going to align the way that it is meant to align, and you are going to achieve all that you want to achieve. I think I'm going to leave it there. I really hope this helps somebody. I hope it resonated with somebody. I am also a beginner trying to get out of my head and learn how to be more comfortable in putting myself out there, because I recognize that if I never do it, it'll never happen. It's coming from my own personal experience, and I would not share with you guys anything that I personally would not consider myself or take myself. But again, take what resonates, leave the rest. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's totally cool too. We're all on our different paths. I'm not meant for everybody. You're not meant for everybody. I would love to hear your feedback down in the comments. I would love to hear what your goals are, your dreams are, what's going on in your life. I'm trying to build a community here, and I want you to be a part of it if that resonates with you. Anyway, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, night, week, month, year, and life. May your wildest dreams come true, and stay curious.